So one of the best ways to probably get a call for an interview after you've sent over your resume and all this stuff like that is you probably want to revamp your resume before sending it out. A lot of times we probably just shake the dust off our resume and update the last employer we had and we just send it out. A lot of these companies want to see your creative side, so be a little bit more creative. Add a little color to your resume, revise the bulk of it, make it more interesting to read. For instance, I'm trying to get back into the restaurant management field. So what I did, I took my resume and actually reconstructed it so it looks like a menu. So now that when these employers go to look at my resume, they're like, wow, it's kind of different. It looks like a menu. So just try to think outside of the box and come up with different ways to make yourself a little bit more, to make yourself stand out a little bit more.
So you can also fax or mail your resume directly to the hiring manager. Instead of doing like when you go online and you start looking for jobs, instead of applying directly to that job, I use that as a lead. So if the job is for an account executive for a sales and marketing program and they have whomever, Susan Lee or whatever, listed as the person to contact, I typically take down their information, call in the number, and I'll either fax her my resume directly or I'll call down there and I'll say, hey, who is the hiring manager for the account executives, and get some background information on it. Also, emailing. You can email your resume directly to the person. You want to have a good cover letter or good cover email when you email your resume to the hiring manager, because you want to stand out to them and you want to make sure that you are actually qualified for the position that you're applying for, which increases your chances of getting a call back. And typically, if you find out one person's email in that company, you can model the person that you're looking for. You can model their name and put it. So if they're for UnemployedATL.com, if you know Philip Gideon at UnemployedATL.com, then and you trying to get in contact with me, you would just go for Gina Strong at UnemployedATL.com, and typically that'll get you the person you're looking for. Another way you can go about getting a call back or getting a call for an interview from the hiring manager is to actually walk your resume in. In the employment type data filled internet age that we're in, a lot of people just click apply. A way to stand out, go in there. Like, seriously, just walk in and ask to speak to the hiring manager. Now, this is going to require some background work on your part, where you look up who you're going to be asking for. You want to make sure you look presentable when you walk in there. You want to make sure that your resume is all the way together, and you want to make sure that you're prepared to go forward with an interview if they give you an interview right on the spot, because sometimes that can happen. When you go in, you probably just want to say something to the effect of, hi, I'm here to see Philip Gideon, and the person will say, hey, do you have an appointment? The receptionist, whomever, will say, do you have an appointment? And you can just be honest. No, I don't have an appointment. I actually just wanted to talk to him about the position for the account executive that he has open. And that person, then they'll either go get them or they'll say he's not available. You can leave your resume here. And hopefully they'll come out and they'll actually talk to you, and you'll be able to go into depth about why you're qualified. I mean, walking in, it's considered a little more ballsy, but I think you can definitely get a better response from people.
Okay, so the last and final step we can suggest as far as trying to get that call for an interview, you probably want to meet with a professional beforehand. It could be, you know, a family member. It can be a friend, someone that has a professional position in the industry that you're trying to get into. So what I recommend is just you know, get with them, let them read over your resume, let them go back and forth with any interview questions that may come up during the interview process, and just go from there.